Hey, I'm Craig Lee,
I'm Rob McGee.
and this is Real Talk with Rob and Craig. And
That's the first time I think you've ever started a show with, hey.
what do I normally?
I don't know, just not hey.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I like it. It's a change-up.
It's I'm being hilarious.
Welcome to Real Talk.
Welcome to Real Talk with Robert and Craig.
We've got some dad jokes for you.
We do.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You start.
I'll
yours.
start. Hey, Craig, you know, this one's so stupid, but I think it's kind of funny. You know why you never see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're so good at it.
What is Mickey Mouse's favorite sport?
I don't know.
Mini golf. Here's one that is.
Well, you got two jokes?
I got two.
Oh,
I got
all
two.
right, all right.
This is kind of a
It's
riddle.
a bonus joke
It's a
for
bonus.
you folks. Yeah.
It's bonus. It's Mike Goldman's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mike.
It's that's a joke that
we should do that every week and
We
wish
should.
him happy birthday.
because every day should be
I know,
Mike Goldman's
I know.
birthday.
He agrees with you, by the way.
Why do they call pirates pirates?
Pirate. I don't know.
Because they just are.
I thought it was something about R, and I was trying to make that in the word pirate. I mean, pirate has an R in it, but
So lots of stuff going on in the news in the real estate market about commissions for realtors and how they're getting paid or not getting paid.
there's been a change.
There's definitely been a change for across America, and that was started on the 17th, if I'm not
Of
mistaken.
August, yeah.
In addition to that, there's some hypothetical scenarios coming out about a $25,000 down payment assistance for first-time home
First-time
buyers.
home buyers, yep.
And so I want to talk about that for just a second. Rob, who actually pays for that money?
Well, this kind of goes back to, and by the way, I'm not saying that it's a bad program or a good program.
No, because it's a hypothetical.
It's a hypothetical, but it is. It's one of those situations where there is no free lunch. There could be first-time home buyer down payment assistance, and the home buyer will pay for that. How?
Well, see, you jumped ahead.
Oh, sorry.
But no, he's absolutely right. Actually, it's a proposal that the government would give $25,000. Well, the government gives your money, so that's first where it comes from. It comes from the government, which comes from you, and then in addition to that, they say, well, here's your money, but we want it back at an interest rate of 5 or 6%.
It's a recoverable
Sure.
grant. Yeah.
So the government gets it from the taxpayers, and then they also get it from the home buyer, because the home buyer then pays for it because they increase the price of the house by $25,000 to offset. So it's really not a free gift at all.
Right.
But it's something to look at, and if that does help someone,
If you've been unable to save up for a down payment, this could be something that would benefit you. Just be aware that it's not just free money. There's no such thing. So there's multiple things to consider.
the other thing, and I should have done this. This is definitely a downfall on my part. But it's not just the $25,000 you're going to repay. It's going to be the $25,000 with the interest of over 30 years.
Yeah.
And so, and listen, I'm somebody.
And we have no idea what the interest rate is or what.
Right.
It's all just a proposal at this point.
And I personally used to do a lot of down payment assistant loans.
Yeah, we both.
We took a class so we could do it. Actually, we had to take it a couple times.
Yeah.
But not because we failed it, just because we didn't.
We had to renew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to think, you know what, that is a good plan, and then they stopped doing it. They stopped doing it because it wasn't such a good plan, and some of those.
Well,
some of the organizations it was a way for them to get $500 every time they would say they were going to do it.
Yeah.
But it was really a play on numbers.
Yeah. kind of smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
And that again was just like we were talking about here in the state of Washington. This was not true everywhere, but where we are, that down payment assistance was recoverable. So yes, you got assistance to buy the home, but you had to pay that back. And what it did is it limited your options for refinancing your home or when you go to sell your home, because right off the top of your proceeds, that money to the down payment assistance agency went to them.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt, but what you're talking about is the ones where there was no interest and no payments.
Right.
So that's how it was sold, and
but it didn't just go away.
Yeah,
it sat on title.
And that's the problem that really took a lot of those companies out of the market, because when rates started dropping, everybody wanted to refinance, and they're like, well, this is a rate term. And it was a rate term if they didn't pull any cash out, but they still had that second. So a second is still not considered cash out refinance if you do a refinance, as long as it was part of the purchase money.
That's right. And a lot of people got caught thinking, oh, well, I'm refinancing my balance is $250,000. I'm going to refinance that. Not so fast. You remember that down payment grant you got, assistance when you bought it. We're going to tack that right on to the balance. That's how much you owe. And all of a sudden, it became a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, it was a lot less back in. Well, I think it was less. It doesn't seem like it was. It seems like they were all about $5,000.
So there were some lump sum grants of $5,000, and then there was another program that gave 4% of the home purchase. So
right around there.
Yeah.
Either way, whatever the scenarios are, you should definitely look at it. Educate yourself as much as possible.
Yep.
That's the other thing we were talking about. We're all professionals here, but we need to read all the time, because even though we primarily do the same thing over and over, it's a matter of, and that's how I look at it.
But it changes year
it does
to year.
change.
Yep.
And so we want to make sure that we're educated, but also as a consumer, you should always educate yourself.
Yes.
There's so much stuff you can find out just by Googling it, or however you want to, whatever search engine.
However you consume your information.
With that said, I'm just looking. My hair is longer than it's been since I got out of high school.
Yeah, you got some curls going on in the back. Are you bringing out a mullet?
Hair.
You gonna do a mullet?
Well, I do like Morgan Wallen.
He's been rocking a mullet for years.
Yeah, but he cut it off.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was kind of known for that.
He was.
Oh.
Now he's not.
He reinvented himself.
Yeah. You know who else had a great mullet?
Who?
Joe Dirt.
Oh.
But his fancy friends called him Joe Dirt Tay. That's by the way, that's my sister's favorite movie.
Is it really Joe
Dirt? I do think
Stephanie, there are better movies out there for you to find as your favorite. But although I do think it's funny in a stupid way. Yeah.
Well, I think most funny movies like Dumb and
Dumber and
you know, I watched, and by the way, what I'm about to say, you can, if you have the video, then our DVD, whatever. When Dumb and Dumber came out, I think it was 25% of their audience was executives, corporate executives,
really?
Because and it says why they felt that in the DVD clip, but I think it's because it's a way to escape reality and just kind of laugh at life. Yeah. My wife and I have a Dumb and Dumber moment. We were coming back from Ocean Shores, and we had the Springer, our Harley Davidson Springer, and we didn't have any other bike. That was the one we had, so there was no heated anything. And it was cold. It was that we went down for whatever event they had at the end of July. And so, of course, I thought I would be cool and not wear anything but a T-shirt.
Smart.
And it was so cold. Lana was wrapped around me, and we were both just shaking. And we went through a McDonald's drive-through. And we were both, we call it our Dumb and Dumber moment. And it was, I can just think of how goofy we looked and how cold we were.
Was she frozen to you when you got off the bike?
It was very similar to that.
And the line in Dumb and Dumber is, got a little nippy in the past.
If you haven't seen it, by the way, they're coming up with another Dumb and Dumber.
I heard that with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah. Dumb and Dumber 2 was good, but not, a lot of times the first It seems like it's better. Anyway, I've gotten way off this.
Boy, welcome.
Hey, happy
welcome
birthday,
to,
Mike.
Yeah. Our movie review show.
Mike Goldman, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mike.
Mike, seriously. Tell him.
No, seriously, happy
Mike,
birthday, Mike.
I don't know what do you want from us?
Yeah.
We're giving you a happy birthday. What else do you want, Mike?
You tell us, Mike.
Hey, in addition to that, I do want to say happy birthday to 4 people.
Who?
First, my brother-in-law, who is Mike Wade.
Mike.
His birthday was August 13th.
Happy
And,
late birthday, Mike.
He is the best brother-in-law. Man, he's just a great person. Yeah. Second, one of our best friends, Jeff Vaughn, who turned 68 years old. 68.
How do we have a friend that old?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He looked like he was 68 when he was 38. We've known him for 33 years.
That's crazy.
I've known him for 33
That's impossible because I'm not that old.
Right. So that's 2.
Happy birthday, Jeff.
Then I want to go to Doug Bateman. His birthday's coming up.
Yeah. When's Doug's birthday?
September 1st, I believe.
Happy birthday, Doug.
Happy birthday, Doug.
We're a little closer on your birthday.
Yeah. And on September 2nd is somebody that it will always be fond of, and we love him. It's Dave Wakely. Dave was our
Happy
district
birthday,
manager a couple times over for me in different companies.
Yeah.
And for Rob.
Decades ago.
Yeah. And Dave was our district manager when we were both in jewelry, and he is still a great friend, and we love him and miss him. When we don't see him, he's still alive.
I mean, he's around. We just don't see him much.
We just saw him not too long ago,
Yeah.
and he looked great.
Yeah.
He looked just like he did 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's true.
He looked 75 back
Well,
then.
when you meet somebody and they already look old, as they get old, it doesn't change much.
Yeah.
So
And Dave's one of those guys. He looks like Tommy Smothers.
Yeah, Tom Smothers.
I always felt like that, and he does not like that.
And here you saying it on his birthday.
I am. Well, his birthday's coming up. Anyway, lots of great things. Hey, Mike Goldman, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you, Mike.
That's all I got.
Listen, if you have questions about the proposed down payment assistance programs, or what the market's doing, or what we're seeing in interest rates, finally some positive movement.
Yeah, nice
Call us.
movements.
Our numbers, you can find our contact information at the bottom of the screen there. Call us anytime. We'll answer questions for you. If you want us to run a pricing scenario or a payment scenario, or you're looking at a house, let us know.
That's a great idea.
Yep.
Also, you know what? If you don't mind, let me know if you think I should do a mullet, because I am not opposed to it.
Oh, this is a great. Please vote. Should Craig do a mullet?
Yeah.
We want to hear from you.
Now, listen, there's one person.
Now, will you commit to if a majority of people say yes to the mullet?
Only if the person that can veto it does it.
That's a good point. Ms. Lana Lee will have the final say. But you can present to her the data.
I would. And I would think that, you know what? Hey, let's go back a few years.
The dozens of viewers are saying we want the mullet.
There's going to be at least 3 or 4 people that will say, you know what, Billy Ray?
Oh, yeah, Billy Ray.
I don't remember. What was
You know who else I remember? Achy Break Your Heart. You know who else I remember?
No.
Brian Bosworth.
Oh, sure.
Football player. He had
Brian Bosworth was stone cold.
That's right.
That was a movie, by the way.
That's right.
That he did there.
Yep.
Was not a great movie.
Not a great film. Yeah.
But you know what? You got to give it to the old boss. He did a great job at marketing himself.
Yes.
And really, that's that. Anyway, I don't know why I'm going into that. Oh, the haircut.
Yeah.
Everything
he's a mullet.
goes full circle.
Yeah.
All right.
So please cast your vote. Call us if you have any questions or you want some information.
Would you do a mullet?
When mullets were really popular in the 80s, I never did. I never have had a mullet.
But you would now.
I would consider it.
Because
I'll see what people are saying.
You think he's Jewish sometimes because it looks like he's got a...
If you're looking at me face on in the camera, it looks like I have hair. But if you were standing behind me, you would realize I don't.
Yeah. But you still do.
Yeah.
You got 4 strands.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I didn't want to miss one last thing. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Rob McGee.
This is Real Talk with Rob and Craig.